My viewers, welcome back. Businessman shot dead at his establishment in Hanover. The Hanover police are probing this murder of a man from the parish who was gunned down at his business establishment by unknown assailants on Thursday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as 43-year-old Robert Williams, also called Bangi, of Cladwell District, Hanover address. The police reported that about 1 p.m. Williams was sitting at the back of his establishment at Harding Hall when he was pounced upon by a lone gunman who opened fire, hitting him multiple times. Upon the arrival of the police who were summoned, Williams was seen suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to the Noel Holmes Hospital in Lucy, where he was pronounced dead. No motive have yet been established for this gun attack. 4 shot, 2 fatal on construction site in Hanover. The Hanover police have launched an investigation into Thursday's night shooting of 4 men, 2 fatally, on a construction site in the parish. The deceased have been identified so far as 23-year-old Merrick Calvin of Johnsontown, Mandeville, and Michael Collins of Dewhall District, both. According to the Constable Communication Network (CCN), the Lucy police reported that about 9 p.m. the men were on the construction site in Jonestown when they were pounced upon by 2 armed men traveling on a motorcycle. The men opened gunfire on the ground and then fled the scene. Afterwards, the police were alerted. On their arrival, Calvin and Collins, the 2 other men, were suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to a hospital where Calvin and Collins were confirmed dead, and the 2 others were admitted for treatment. A probe has now launched for a detainee. Probe has been launched into the death of a detainee in Trelawney lockup. The police and Independent Commissioner of Investigation are investigating the death of a detainee in a lockup in Trelawney on Thursday. The deceased has been identified as Wayne Mott, 52, from Young in Trelawney. He was reportedly found unresponsive in his cell at Falmouth Police Lockup. Around 11 a.m., he was rushed to the Falmouth Police Public General Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Matt was in custody on a charge of assault and occasionally bodily harm. Security officer charged over gun seizure in Central Kingston. The Kingston Central Police have charged a 33-year-old security officer over the seizure of a Glock pistol on Price Lane in the parish on Friday. Andre Bosco from Tex Lane in the area has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. The police say that about 12:45 a.m., a team of officers on patrol observed a man who ran away from the area upon seeing them. A chase ensued, and while in the pursuit of the man, he allegedly threw a dark-colored knockstop on the ground. He was eventually caught, the bag retrieved, and a search conducted. The firearm and ammunition were recovered, and he was taken into custody. He was then later charged. Mother upset over alleged police beating of son at Mandeville lockup. A mother is distraught after her son was allegedly beaten up by a police at the Mandeville lockup in Manchester on Thursday. Head of the Manchester Police Deputy Superintendent Kerry Duncan said the matter is being investigated. What I know is that there was an incident on the 3rd block where police were also injured. Dave Lewis, Director of Complainants for Independent Commissioner of Investigation Central Region, said the oversight body was not received a report on the incident. Heather Williams said the 28-year-old son, Orlando Lee, who is charged with shooting, was remanded after attending court in Mandeville. According to Williams, the information she received is that the police officer who allegedly physically assaulted her son had been making threats to him. She said she told he wanted to pee, but they would not let him out, so another person was giving him a bottle to use from another cell, and that was when the police officer came to his cell and tell him to come out. She said her son has received injuries to one of his eye and his right hand. I think his left hand is in a sling.